Hey guys, today's video is going to be my everyday makeup drawer and shop my stash for March. So first I'm going to quickly go over everything that was in my makeup drawer for the month of February, talk about whether I liked it, give mini reviews, see what I'm decluttering, etc. These videos are going to be pretty long, so I'm going to try and speed through them as quickly as possible. The first thing I have here is a Smashbox primer water. This is in my project pan, so this needs to stay. The setting spray I had in here was the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Fix. I used this every single day, so I will trade that for another setting spray. I had three other primers in here. I had the Too Faced Hangover RX, the Maybelline Master Prime, Blur and Smooth, and the Porefessional. The Porefessional is in my makeup use up project pan, so that needs to stay, and I used these two a ton, so these will get switched. I only have two foundations left in here besides one that's over there. I actually used up a foundation, so that's going to be in my empties, which is coming up, but these are the two that are left. The Revlon Color Stay is in my project pan, and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless I did use a few times, so that will go back into my collection. These are the concealers and correctors that I had in. I didn't use this green color corrector even once, so that needs to stay. I used these two concealers a ton, so these will go back into my collection, and then this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Brightening Corrector is in my project pan, so this needs to stay. I used this powder trio from Bare Minerals a lot. I really do like this, if I can get it open. A lot of people don't like it, but I really do, and I used it a lot, so this is going to go back. The L'Oreal True Match powder is in my project pan. I'm making some serious progress on this. Can you see that big dent in there? I really like this powder, and it needs to stay anyways because it's in my project pan, as I already mentioned. This Tarte Smooth Operator loose powder I really didn't use very much, so I think I should keep this in here. Moving on to these face products. Okay, so these are the face products I was using. I'm just going to pull everything out of here. First up is the Body Shop bronzer. This is in my project pan, so that needs to stay in. Same with this Model Co. Peach Bellini blush and these Physicians Formula highlighting pearl things. These are the three face or cheek products that are in my project pan, so those need to stay. I used the Butter Bronzer quite a bit this month. This is definitely one of my favorites. The other bronzer I had in here was this Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and I actually didn't use this very much, so I feel like this should probably stay in for another rotation. The contour palette that I had in here was the Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. I love this thing and I used it a ton. These three shades are amazing. This I wish wasn't even in there. It sucks. It's a highlighter, but it is just glitter. That's pretty much all it is. But these three shades are amazing. I love this, but I think I should switch it out for another contour palette. I used this highlighter a lot. I haven't gotten a lot of use out of it since I bought it, besides this month, and I absolutely love how customizable this highlight is. It's from Physicians Formula. It's the Natural Nude highlighting strips, and it is beautiful. I stick to the top half because I do have fair skin, but this would work for every skin tone, I feel like, because you can get it to be quite deep. And I like how you can mix, I either mix the top ones all together to get a really beautiful kind of like goldy champagne kind of shade, or I can focus in on like a pinker highlight or a more pearly highlight if I just stick to over there. I love this thing, but I did use it a lot, so I think I'm gonna put it back, but I would totally recommend this. The other highlight I had in here was Becca's Opal. I only used this I think once, so I think I want to keep it in for another rotation. This is a super old blush from CoverGirl. This is a CoverGirl. This is a CoverGirl Cheekers blush in classic pink. It is, like the name suggests, a really classic pink, but it does have like a healthy sheen to it. I really do like this. I have quite a dent in it, but I think it's time for that to go back. Last for blush, I had in this e.l.f. blush palette. This is for the lighter skin tones. I did not use this very much. I think I used the more natural shade once and then this deeper shade once, so I think I should keep this in for another rotation as well. Next, this is like my eye drawer. I'm just going to, or like little container, take everything out. So first I have the Urban Decay primer potion. This is in Project Pan, so that needs to stay. Same with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, that needs to stay. And this CoverGirl, dropping them, eyeliner, all Project Pans. And my eyelash curler, I might as well just put that back as well. Okay, this Smashbox lid primer really does work great. However, this shade, it's in the shade Light. It's a little bit too dark for me right now. I feel like it will work better in the summertime, and plus my lids will be oilier in the summertime, so I'm going to put this back and switch it for a different one, but it is really good. The Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Gel, I'm just going to keep this in here. It's a really great tinted brow gel. Maybelline The Colossal Big Shot Mascara. This, in about a month, I think I'm going to have to throw it out anyways. It's almost gone, so I'm just going to finish that off. The other brow pencil I had in here was the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use this a lot, so I'm going to put it back. The Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Sample Size Mascara has been open for way too long. I need to put this in my empties. I really don't like the Ciate Fierce Flicks eyeliner. It is a felt tip, but the felt tip is really thick and I find it really hard to apply, not only to get a sharp wing, but as soon as you make one line, it's like almost like it dries up. I don't know, I just really don't like this. This is going in my disappointing products bin. And then I have these 3 eyeliners. I used all of them at least once, which is my goal, so I'm going to switch these for 3 different eyeliners. Next, let's talk about my single eyeshadows here. So this Wet n Wild Duo in Diva Duo, I think. Yes, Diva Duo is in my Project Pan. I've already hit pan on the coppery shade. Ooh. It's hard to open. I already hit pan on that one, so I need to keep that in anyways. I used both of these ColourPop shadows at least once. I had Weenie and Porter, both from the Kathleen Lights Where the Night Is palette, so these will be going back. The Maybelline Color Tattoo in Creamy Beige is part of my Project Pan, so that needs to stay. And then I didn't use either of these products. These are the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells, sorry, blinding you, Trio. I didn't use this at all, so I need to get some more use out of that. And then this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Sin. This is a classic. It's also been made as a highlight, which I actually want to try this on my cheekbones, but I didn't use this while it was in my Shop My Stash, so those need to stay. My camera is going to die, so I'm going to try and go through these really quickly. These were the eyeshadow palettes that I had in this rotation. Modern Renaissance, I feel like, is a new classic. Loved it, used it a ton. This is the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection. This is like a dupe for Urban Decay Naked 3, although this palette is just as expensive, but I think I got it in a BoxyCharm. I did use it once, so I'm ready to put that back. The Too Faced Chocolate Bar, I've had a sneaking suspicion for a while now, but I need to try it one more time. I think this is causing my eczema on my eyelids to flare up. I think I have like a sensitivity to it, which I'm super sad about because this is one of my absolute favorite palettes ever, but I'm going to keep this in to use it one more time. And lastly, I had the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette in Cool Down. I used this a ton as well. I love all of these mauve tones, so this can go back. This section here was like my testing section. These are products I hadn't tried before this past month. I already reviewed all these products on my channel in my BoxyCharm video, so I'm just going to pull them out and put them away. Go check out that video if you haven't seen these reviews. This Pure Soiree Diaries palette I am in love with. I absolutely love the formula. We are getting another one of these palettes in the March BoxyCharm, and I'm super excited about it. This palette is amazing quality, but I did use it a ton this month, so I think I need to put it back. The e.l.f. Cosmetics Acne Fighting Foundation. I'm not a fan of this, but it is also way too dark for me, so I think I'm going to put it back until I get a bit of a tan and then try it one more time before I decide to get rid of it. Whoops. The NYX HD Blush in Soft Spoken. This is an amazing blush. I love the formula, I love the color, and I used it quite a few times, which is why I didn't use my e.l.f. palette a lot. Two lip products. The first is a NYX matte lipstick in Tea Rose. I wasn't a big fan of this color on me when I'm super fair. I am going to try it again in the warmer months, but I just feel like it didn't flatter my skin tone very much, but I liked the formula, so I'm going to hold on to that for now. And the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in Queen Bee. This formula is super drying, not as drying as the Galactic one that I tried this month, but it was way more long lasting than that one, so I actually don't mind it if it's a little bit drying, but it lasts a long time, and it's a beautiful mauve color. These are all of the lipsticks, besides the ones that I was testing the formula. These are the ones that were already in my collection that I actually got a chance to wear. The other ones are still up on the top of my dresser, and I will keep those for the next rotation. I'm just going to quickly go through these. This went bad. I put it on my lips and it was all separated, so this needs to be thrown away. I don't think I'm going to keep this Revlon Lip Butter in Cupcake. It is like a really frosty pink shade. I don't even know why I bought it to begin with, but like I'm never going to wear that. That is a super like early 2000s type of pink. I really like this Trust Fund Beauty lip gloss, same with the Cargo lip gloss, and the e.l.f. I liked all of these lip glosses. I don't really have anything too much to say about those. This surprised me. I actually did really like it. The Tarte Lip Surgence in Wonder. It was super bright and creamy. I love the formula of these, and I don't tend to reach for crayons like that. These are an Ultra Satin Lip in Alyssa. I love this color, and an Ultra Matte Lip in Lumiere 2. This one went bad. It needs to be thrown away. This ColourPop Lippy Stick. It's a Matte X formula in Poppin'. Super bright and gorgeous. This is what I wore on Valentine's Day. The Rimmel Kate lipstick in One. It is just a true blue toned red. Oh, I can't even see that. True blue toned red. It is gorgeous. And then I have the ColourPop Ultra Satin in Lock Diary, which was from the Hello Kitty collection. Also a beautiful bright kind of shade. Alright guys, so jumping right into shopping my stash. This is the drawer where makeup comes to die, basically. These are all products I have yet to test out. I'm either saving them for giveaways, I hauled them, got them in BoxyCharm, blah blah blah. It's all in here. Back here I have mascaras, eyeliners, and nail polishes because I don't need that stuff very often. I usually don't open another eyeliner or mascara until I actually need one, so it made this section a little less overwhelming, although as you can see it's still pretty overwhelming. I was pretty happy with the number of things that I had in my last everyday makeup drawer, so I'm going to try and do about the same thing. The first thing I know for sure I'm pulling in is this Dream Street eyeshadow palette. I'm super excited to pull that into my collection. And I wanted to test out this Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray as well. We got this in BoxyCharm a little while ago and I haven't used it yet. looking in here just stresses me out so much. I want to try both of these other ColourPop products that I just got for my birthday. I bought them for myself for my birthday, but I want to try these as well. Okay, so that's 4 things. I don't have a lip product. There's so many lip products in here. I'm literally just going to close my eyes and see what I grab. Okay, this is a Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss in Trailblazer. So this is a good shade to test out. And I should probably pick a few lip products. What do I have here? Okay, here's another glitter type of product. This is in the shade Melting Maple. I should try that as well. I pulled out the Urban Decay Comfort Matte Lipstick in 1993. This is a beautiful grungy brown type of shade. And I will also test out this Tarte Tartist lip paint in Birthday Suit. This was last year's birthday gift and I never even used it, so definitely want to get some use out of that. Is there anything else in here that I really want to pull in right now? Let's pull in this Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. And I also need a new liquid eyeliner because I didn't like the one that I had. So what do I have here? I don't know what I have in here for eyeliners. Those are mascaras. Maybe I don't even have another liquid liner. That's a pencil. That's a pencil. That's a pencil. I might have to go buy one, guys. Wow, that hasn't happened in a very, very long time. I haven't had to buy eyeliners in years because I get so many in boxes. Wow. Yep. So wow. So that is actually surprising to me. So I'm going to pull back in the Ciate liquid liner that I don't really like, just so I have one, but I will have to go buy one. That surprises me so much. So those 9 products I just pulled in from here. I'm going to grab one more just to make 10's a nice number, isn't it? I'm going to pull in this new MAC lipstick I bought in the shade Faux. Alright, so we are now in my palette and single shadows drawer. I had a lot in last time. I'm pulling back out 5, so I'm going to grab 4 from in here to use. Oh god, what do I want to use? I want to use my Tartelette Toasted and my e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. It's just a great neutrally type of palette. Oh, what else do I want to get more use out of? These are Ofra Shadows, Wet n Wild, Randoms. I think that's Urban Decay and Luxie. I'm going to pull in my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I haven't used these in a really long time. I'm going to pull in one more palette. I feel like that's a lot of neutrals too. You know what, I am going to pull this in. I don't know if I really need any more neutrals, but I haven't used this in a long time and definitely should. For single eyeshadows, I feel like I should pull in a few, maybe at least one. There's nothing in here that's like really calling my name. you know, I'm feeling the glitter lately. I know I have a lot of glitter so far, but I'm going to pull in this shade. This is a J-Cat Blinkle Shimmer Eyeshadow. I'm going to pull that in as well. Okay, here is my primer, foundation, concealer, and setting sprays drawer. So I already did pull in the illuminating setting spray, but just in case I don't like it, I am going to grab my MAC Fix Plus. And for the same reason, I'm going to... Actually, the only concealer in here right now that I haven't used recently that will work for me is the Maybelline Fit Me in 15 Fair. So I'm going to grab this one out. All the other ones in here are my summer colors. For foundation, I already grabbed my Wet n Wild Photo Focus, but I didn't show it because I'm a dummy apparently. And the only other one light enough for me potentially right now is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in 1N1. This one is in 1W2, which is my summer color. So I'll pull this one in as well. I feel like I'm making some pretty easy decisions so far. For primers, I'm going to pull this one in. This is like my favorite. I'm having quite a lot of dryness on my forehead, so I am going to pull in this Makeup Forever Nourishing Primer. I can only use it in the winter, so I might as well use it up before the weather warms up. What else do I have up there? I have the Benefit Professional upstairs. Maybe I'll grab my NYX Angel Veil as well. Okay, I feel like I had a good mixture of glosses, bullet lipsticks, and liquid lipsticks last time. So I'm going to try and like mimic that. So I'm going to start off with bullets. I'm going to start off with bullet lipsticks. So I already pulled out two from the drawer of stuff that I've never tried before. And I'm going to include these ones in there as well. I want to pull in my Revlon Balm Stain in 01 Honey. This is like a classic lipstick lip balm situation. I want to get more use out of that. And let's pull in one more ColourPop lippy. Not Taurus because I have the brown from Urban Decay, and Faux is kind of a brownie type of color. Ooh, this is so hard. Let's do Frida for like a springy type of shade. This is a collaboration with Coffee Break with Danny, and it's kind of a peachy, nudie shade. I haven't used this in a very, very long time, so I'm going to pull this in as well. And then from here, let's pull in this CoverGirl lipstick in 255 Tempting Toffee. It is a brownie nude shade. I clearly like these types of colors. And maybe one more. And just in case, I'll pull in this Tarte Amazonian clay lipstick as well. I'm going to pull in maybe 5 liquid lipsticks. Ooh, I don't know which ones though. I haven't used this from the Balm in a super long time. This is Meet Matte Hues in Committed. It's super tiny, so I never reach for it, but I need to use my minis up as well. It's just a great everyday type of shade. Those are clearly my favorites. What else is here that I haven't used in a long time? What is this? For a bright color, I'm going to pull in the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in 10. So Max is here and wants to help me pick out a few colors, so I'm going to get him to pick out one of these liquid lipsticks for me to wear over the next month as well. Just so you can go through the colors. Red. So Max picked this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in 11 Kitten Heels. I still want about 2 more maybe. I'll pull in this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Rebel Rose. I'm kind of straying away the really dark colors because I wore them a lot this winter. But maybe I'll pull out this. This is the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Melted Fig. This is like their melted cream lipstick formula. I really like these. I think I want to pull in 3 or 4 lip glosses. I know I for sure want to pull in this NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. And and ColourPop's Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss. And Max would like to pick one of these lip glosses as well. You want to pick one for me to use? Mm-hmm. Max chose the Victoria's Secret Shiny Kiss Flavored Gloss in Strawberry Fizz. This is so old, I probably do need to use some more of it because it's going to go bad soon. It's like the old school squeezy tube of lip gloss. Okay, so that's it for lip products. Okay, so this is my drawer with mascaras, eyeshadow primers, brows, and eyeliners. I already pulled in another mascara because the one of the ones I had in there was too old, and these ones are newer out of my mascara, so I pulled in the next oldest one as well. I'm really trying to go through these. I don't want to do this anymore where I have an open tube of mascara just sitting around because they do go bad so quickly. For eyeshadow bases, I want to pull in my MAC Painterly. For brows, I've been using pencils for the last month, so I think I'm going to pull in this The Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. This is what that looks like. They're kind of a hybrid between a powder and a pomade, and I really do like this formula. And then I'm going to pull in my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara because this has almost gone bad and I need to finish it up. This is the Pixi by Petra Nude Eyeliner Pencil. I want to pull this in since I'm putting back the Rimmel one. What else? 2 colorful ones. I don't like having more than one black unless I'm purposely trying it out. I think I'll pull in this coppery one. This is the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner in Penny Lane. And then I'll pull in ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Mr. Big. This is a really warm brown shade. Okay, so my tripod doesn't go up this high, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit shaky. I'm returning in my contour palette. So I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to grab the Morphe 9C contour palette. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but this is what that looks like. It has 1, 2, 4 kind of under eye setting or matte highlight type powders. The middle one is a shimmery highlight and the other ones are contour powders or bronzers. So I'm going to pull this one in. And I'm going to pull in my Rimmel Stay Matte powder because I haven't used this in a long time and it's getting pretty old. We got a highlight palette in BoxyCharm in February, so I'm not going to pull in any of those. I think that's going to be it for this drawer. I also have the e.l.f. blush palette in my drawers right now, so I don't feel like I need anything else out of here. Oh my goodness, this tripod is so heavy. This is my bronzer, blush, and highlight drawer. So I'm returning one bronzer, and I've been missing this. This is the MAC. It's technically a blush in Harmony, but this is a great like bronzer blush in one. So I'm going to pull this in, but I also want to pull in my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer because I haven't used this one in a really long time either. For blushes, oh, this is always such hard decisions. I want to pull in a cream because I haven't done that in a really long time. What do I have back here? This is a coral. I'm not really feeling that right now. I clearly need to organize my drawers a little better. Okay, that's a pretty shade. Okay, out of these two, I'm going to go with the Stila. These other ones are a little too bright for me right now. This is the Dual Lip and Cheek Cream in Peony. So many of my blushes are like super tiny and they fall all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in Nars's Orgasm. This is like Old Faithful over here, and it's a great color coming into spring. Okay, Wyatt is super cranky and just woke up from his nap, so I need to finish this super quick. I'm going to pull in my Laura Mercier highlight, and then because I have so many other highlights to try, that's going to be it. Alright guys, so this is what things are looking like. This is a really awkward picture frame that's there to remind me to put a picture of us in it. That is not us. But this is what the top of my dresser looks like now. We have brushes, face and eye brushes or smaller brushes. And then these are all of my lip products I've pulled this time. So I have all the lipsticks that will stand up well on their own here because I only have 12 slots here. So I put the ones that are a little more wobbly there. These are all of my lip liners. Like, I don't have that many, so I just keep all of them there instead of picking and choosing. I do store my beauty blenders in here as well, but I clearly need to wash them. This is the lip balm I pulled. I didn't show that, but I used up my last lip balm, so that is the next one in line. And yeah, this is all the lip products I have to choose from this month. I like having a good variety, so I have lots of nudes, some brighter shades, lots of glosses, matte liquid lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, like whatever I need I have, and I don't know, I like having it this way, if that makes sense. This is what the left side of the drawer is looking like. So I have primers and setting sprays right here, my foundations and concealers and correctors here, powders up there. I need to get a little container, like another one of these containers to put my powders in, but that's just how it's going to be for right now. This is all of my cheek products. So I have my Morphe contour kit, e.l.f. blush kit, like all, I put all like this more square packaging on this side and the rounder ones over here just to have it looking a little nice, I guess. So that's bronzers, blushes, and highlights. These are all of my eye products, so mascaras, eye bases, eyebrows, eyeliners, blah blah blah, it's all there. That is single eyeshadows. I feel like there's not much in there, but I really don't pull for those very often. This is the stack of all of my palettes, so as I showed you before, I have my Too Faced Chocolate Bar, my e.l.f. Matte for Matte, Tarte Toasted, Urban Decay Gwen Stefani, and then my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in a Z palette down there. That empty bin is where I put the lip products after I've used them once, just to make sure that I don't stick with the same 2 or 3, which for me is the whole point of doing this type of video. And then these are all of the products that I have to test out this coming month. So I put in the lip products that I had never tried before to make sure I get some good use out of them. I used these ones a few times to make sure that I have a really solid review or like opinion on them and decide whether I want to keep them or pass them along. I put the products I got in my February BoxyCharm. If you watched that video, you'll know I only got my BoxyCharm on the 27th or something of February, so I haven't used any of these things yet. So I have all of those in there. The Cover FX Shimmer Veil, the lip buffer, what else is in there? A black eyeliner, and the Naked Cosmetics highlighting kit, and then you saw I pulled the Dream Street palette, Supernova Shadow, the Wet n Wild highlighter, Cover FX illuminating setting spray, and the ColourPop concealer. So I feel like that's enough products for me to test and get my opinion on in any given month. If I put too much in there, I don't know, I almost don't test as much if I see more, because I find it a little too overwhelming, if that makes sense. So that is everything that I have put in my everyday makeup drawer for March. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!